Hi friends, in this video I will explain the concept of service provided by the network layer with a neat sketch for 6 marks. So in this we need to explain the suitable diagram and then functionalities and services we need to explain in detail. So as we all know that the main functionalities of a network layer is that finding a feasible path from a source to the destination. So this concept we will call it as what? Routing. So that is the important aspects or functionalities of network layer are present. So the network layer in the TCP/IP protocol suite plays a crucial role in ensuring host-to-host delivery of data. It operates between a data link layer and transport layer. So in this they are going to indicating that the data delivery it has been takes place from one host to the another host. So this with respect with the OSI layer, above layer it is a transport layer and then below layer it is a data link layer, providing a services to later while receiving the services from the former. It is responsible for routing, delivering a packet across a various network, encapsulating data into packets and decapsulating them at a destination. So we already know that what is the functionalities of a sender at a network layer, which is going to performing onto the encapsulation of a packet in the sender and then decapsulation of a packet at a receiver. Network layer services. The internet a combination of LANs and WANs consisting of many networks connected through the routers and switches. The network layer is involving source host, destination host and then router. If you observe this diagram, source it is a Alice, destination it is a Bob, and then which is going to passing a different routers R2, R4, R5 and R7. So we need to write this diagram. Here Alice it has been present and then Bob present. So the data it will come across R2 and then the R4, R5 and then R7. So finally it has been reached onto the what? The Bob. So in this the network we come across several different subnetworks and then main networks are present. So in this they are going to indicating onto the highlighting onto the component of network layer. So here the Alice it has been present here and then Bob present here, but which will be come across the several layers or we can say it as what the subnetworks are present. So in this the Sky Research and then here to other ISPs it has been present, to other ISPs of a another network and then to other ISPs of a different network. Here 1, 2, 3. So three different networks are present. Out of that the different router is able to connect between one router to the another router. So in this some of the conventions are present. So first this dotted line it is going to indicating a point to point, because they already know the functionalities of the point to point. There is a dedicated connection from one point to the another point, so that it has been showing onto the dotted lines. And then the LAN switch which is going to indicating these are the LAN switch, two LAN switch they are going to make use of that, and then in between that we will be having the WAN switch. So this the representation which is going to indicating onto the WAN switch and then this router. So these concepts it is already covered in a previous discussion, so you can go through it. So in this the Alice wants to communicate to the bomb which is going to directly, which will not establish a path, but within that the several the sub path or maybe the shortest path are present. Functions of network layer. So first function is the what? The packetizing. So the data format present in the network layer it is a packet. The network layer encapsulates the data from transport layer into packets or datagram at the source and decapsulate them at the destination. So in the previous the discussion of OSI layer, we already discussed the what and all the data formats of individual layers are present. So the source adds a necessary header including the source and the destination address to the packet with respect with the network layer, which is going to adding a extra header to the what the previous layer transport layer, and that can be passed on to the the data link layer. So second thing is that what routing. The network layer selects the best route for packet to travel across multiple networks. So we already know that within that routing, which is going to finding a feasible path from source to the destination. So router uses an algorithm to determine the most efficient path from source to the destination. Out of that, there are several algorithms are present. So from that, which can able to finding a feasible path from source to the destination. So and the third important function is that forwarding. So the forwarding refers to the how router handle the packets upon arrival. So within the network, we will be having several routers will come across. But in this, the router what happens, which will keeps a copy of one copy of a data and then which is going to forwarding. So in case any the problems it has been occurring within that any exact router, so which is going to comes the acknowledgement. So from there itself it is going to keeps on the forwarding. So in this, the forwarding, how the forwarding process it has been takes place. So in this, we'll be having the what the router it has been present, and then input port and then output ports are present, and then this within that the router will be having the forwarding table. So when you are passing a value of a B and then corresponding data to the this the router, which we have entry like this forwarding value A, B it has been present, and then output interface it is 2. So in this the forwarding value B it has to be forward right through the port 2 and then which has been reaching out to the what another the network. So in this like that we will be having the only one incoming packet it has been present and then one outgoing packet is present. So we have shown out the only one. So B and C can be the same or maybe direction. Send the packet out of interface 2. So because it is going to entering at one interface or maybe one port and then it is going to exit enter the or passing out of from a 2 port. So in this the main or the intention is to how the forwarding table which is going to storing the values. So next additional service provided by the network layer. So first it is the error control. Although the network layer itself doesn't handle the errors directly, the ICMP protocol helps detect errors such when a packet cannot be delivered. So ICMP means Internet Control Message, the protocol. In case of the any problems, the ICMP protocol which can be capable of updating onto the corresponding delivery or maybe unsuccessful delivery of a packet. So next it is a flow control. The network layer helps prevent the receiver from beginning overwhelmed with data by ensuring the sender doesn't send more data than the receiver can process. So within that network by the network layer which is going to controlling the flow of traffic present in the network. And then next congestion control. So with respect to the network, we'll come across several routers and then gateway switches are present. Out of this, will be come across what the several packets it may move inside a routers are present. So within that, the congestion it has to be monitored or may controlled. The network layer helps in managing avoiding congestion in the network by controlling the flow of packet, especially in high traffic conditions. During some peak time and all, we will be having the more data are present. So at the time and all, the flow control it has to be managed and then congestion traffic also it can be controlled by the network layer. And the next important thing is that what the quality of service. So quality of service ensures the network layer deliver the data within a certain performance level, meaning delays, throughput and then packet loss. Thank you.